This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the Sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Hurry up, here we go! Green!
They go play action here on first down. Backing up. And incomplete on the deep ball. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ordinarily, the responsibility for not letting edge pressure disrupt the play falls on the offensive tackles. Their job to push that edge pressure so far wide they can't either get to the quarterback or the runner, especially on a draw.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go now! 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. So this is the 2nd consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well. No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to just see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? You think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head, there's that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening. What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 14 there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
Tight right, tight right. Tight, 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week. And what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. They come out here in the eye. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And this seemingly endless drive continues. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. Spinning past him. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
First and goal, defense with it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Return team. Automatic first down.
That's what I do.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it, and that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at a quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On play action, they'll throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
As a defender, you've seen that play work all game long. What you have to do, though, is stay with your keys and not overrun plays, because once you do that, they send you in one direction and come back in the opposite.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football, and we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And now a first down following that long gain. Another pistol look here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. His throw incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. A little 360. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better. And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Colts, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.